Good morning. I'm Christo Becker, and welcome to Diamond Cornerstone. And if you like this, like, subscribe, share. You know the drill. It's like a voice message. Okay, so last week I started with consciousness, and then I spoke I sent the video to a friend of mine, and she just said, "Christo, you're boring." So I got to get to the point faster. So today we're going to take the top down, a little bit different. Okay, so I was watching something over the weekend, Ancient Civilizations, Season 4, Episode, I'm not sure, Machu Pichu. And Matthew LaCroix says that to reach higher states of consciousness and divine consciousness and divine energy, you need ceremony. Okay, so on our diamond totem, divine consciousness and divine energy can be activated through ceremony. With this, I'd like to add, as per the diamond, divine frequency and divine vibration also is reached through ceremony. So the divine activates consciousness, the divine activates energy, divine activates vibration, and divine activates frequency. And all we need is intent to get there. Now, if we look at the opposite of our diamond totem, just as ego has created politics, economics, physical, and social from the top down, divinity creates consciousness, energy, frequency, and vibration. And we in the center, that being, let's say, a heart center, because the heart has more energy than the mind, can actually create the torus, a magnetic field from there going round. So it gets really, really cool. And if you're coming down, and we stick to Machu Picchu's theory, Machu Picchu was led by the divine feminine. We see this in the rounding of the corners. None of the blocks have square corners, okay? Because square is rigid. Round is more feminine. Now, Matthew LaCroix actually says the whole civilization was based on a figure called Pacoya Pasca, and she was the divine feminine of Machu Picchu. Well, that's how I understand it. And so with this, we had a lot of cleansing baths. We have the rounded blocks. We have the ceremony, as opposed to religious ritual. So ritual, and now ritual is really cool because we have lots of rituals. The whole let's say in Catholicism, we have a ritual. It's not a ceremony because it's structured and set and still the same. Whereas ceremony is to celebrate. And we want to think that our rituals celebrate, but they don't. Because it's just a quest for righteousness. You are righteous. So we go through incense and we go through let's say communion with bread and wine, but it's ritual and it's lost its celebratory uniqueness. And I think that's where the divine feminine actually gets it much better than the divine masculine, because the men by nature are much more rigid. We're hard to change, whereas women will adopt much easier, they'll adapt easier. And that's actually the polarity again, coming in from, let's say, ego at the bottom and the divine feminine on top, and bringing those two together, we can actually get a balance between ego. Because why are we here? I was talking to my wife this morning, and I hope I can actually get this perfectly right. She says, we as souls came to earth to feel the separation from the divine. but that became the yearning to reach the divine again. And we actually have to pass through ego, accept our frequency on a scalar level, and appreciate it. So if you're sitting in fear, then you must experience your fear, because you're here to experience fear. That's your soul path. That's your soul journey. And from there, you actually can elevate yourself up. Well, you can't even, the divine takes you up. And you get that all in, what's it? Becoming Supernatural with Joe Dispenza, where you actually follow the spiral up into the pineal, and that is the connection. And you'll see the pineal gland again is chakra number 6, which heart being 4, 5, 6, 7, higher self is 8. You can actually aspire up, but the top diamond belongs to the divine, just as the lowest diamond belongs to ego. The ego created politics, economics, physical, and social. The divine created consciousness, frequency, vibration, and energy. It's divine energy. We are just responsible from a heart center to maintain our core center too. And you'll see actually in there, you get a Taurus from heart center, as the magnetic field is there. And the only reason why the magnetic center or magnetic Taurus field around your heart center has actually been measured, and this is really cool, and they say it's between 5 and 8 feet per side. And the only reason why we haven't gone further than 8 feet is we can't measure it beyond 8 feet. So we're actually just limited in our measurement techniques. So guess what? Me sitting in sunny South Africa and Shelly sitting in Hawaii, we still feel each other on Taurus field. And I think that's maybe a butterfly effect. So with 7.8 billion souls on planet Earth right now, all with a single quest to reach the divine, we have to acknowledge the divine masculine, acknowledge the divine feminine, balance the two in each of us, and strive through ceremony to awaken our consciousness, our energy, our divine consciousness, our divine energy, our divine vibration, and our divine frequency. And from there, I believe heaven on earth. I place the diamond as cornerstone, as a model. We can rebuild a society post-2020. We've been through the crucible. We've been through the fire. We've been through lockdown. We've been through as a species. And now it's about reaching our divinity. And all we can do is intend to get there, show intent, and manage our heart center. And everything should actually just, with gratitude and thanks and feeling. Just feel it, man. Shit, I've met enough people who are just numbed down. I spoke to someone in the queue at the grocery store the other day, and she's like, "Hey," I'm like, "How's it? How are you?" And she looks at me, she's like, "What are you so happy about?" I'm like, "Hope survives. It lives on. With hope I can light love. With hope I can get peace. It's a hope for the future, hope in my friends, hope for myself." Well, actually, I put it as faith in myself and hope in my friends. But it's about striving for the divine. But the divine also wants relationship with you, so it's coming down through. And the only thing that you can do between that is intent and ceremony. And forget your ritual, because ritual is actually trapped in tradition. And tradition, as we know, stops the diamond from flow, because tradition doesn't have a built-in level for adaptation, evolution, change, movement. Tradition is stagnant, cast in stone, set, disrespectful. It's like everything else that's below the courage line. So yeah, a lot of concepts I've touched on. Hope survives. Consciousness is in balance with energy, frequency, and vibration. And all we have to do is consciousness coming up the diamonds is going from awareness to a heightened level of consciousness. But the divine consciousness, that's a relationship between the divine and heart center. Lay the cornerstone for your life, lay the cornerstone for a new earth, and let's make it a diamond. Many blessings.